I think this team will get better. You know, and the more time we get together, the more games we play, I think we'll become a better team. And we'll be more coordinated in what we do. We'll be more coordinated defensively. I love the way we started the game when Chris Ross came out and blocked their star player long right in the first possession. That kind of sent a message that we're out here to play defense. And you know, we want these guys to kind of dig in. We know they're going to be great offensively. We know they're going to be able to score, shoot threes, run the floor. But the thing we're trying to demand from them is to play defense. And I thought they did a good thing tonight, but I think they can still get better. And they're going to have to get better against a team like Vietnam, which we have coming up.
Cyril from Abante. Question lang kay Big Manuel. Big, first time mo sa Gilas. So, any thoughts about sa unang performance mo sa Gilas? And gaano ka-special to para sa since unang mong sana dito sa international stage?
Siyempre excited talaga akong maglaro kasi nga, first game ko to sa Gilas team, sa national team natin. So, ayun, every time na tawagin lang ni Coach Team yung name ko para maglaro. So, ayun, ready lang ako, talagang bibigay ko lahat yung 100% para sa team.
Back from GMA. Coach, today it was 50+ points over Singapore. Are we going to expect the same kind of scoring against the other teams? Is there any pressure right now for you?
I hope so. You know, like I said earlier, it's a real honor and pleasure to coach such a high-powered team. But we want to make sure that we're coming out and we're respecting the game, that we're playing the game the right way, that we are respecting our opponents. You didn't see a lot of fooling around. We don't want our guys fooling around. We talked about that. We're not going to trash talk our opponents. You know, we're going to try to play the game the right way. That's very important to us, to represent the country. We want people going back to their respective homes and saying, "Wow, you know, that team played with a lot of class." And so that's really been uppermost in our minds. Obviously, we want to win. And we're going to have some you know, tougher opponents coming up. We scouted Vietnam today against Myanmar, and you know, they have 6 really good athletes on their team, and you know, they're going to be a much stronger opponent, I think. And Thailand looked really good against a strong Indonesian team. So there's some teams out there that we're going to have to really dig down and perform against. So are we going to expect a 50-point game every night? No, we're not. And that's not something that we're looking forward to doing. We're not trying to do that. We're just trying to come out and play each possession. Hopefully winning the possession and hopefully wearing a team down over time and trying to stretch leads if we can. Well, you know, he is the muscle man, you know, and I don't want to embarrass him, but he displayed that tonight. But he's not just a banger, but he can get inside and create space for himself. He can step out, has a feathery jump shot. He's versatile. He can guard different types of players. I think he'd be good at any level, but I think he's especially good at this level. Obviously, he's a superstar in the PBA in his own right, but in this level, I think we can use his versatility, and that's the thing we were looking for, and he showed that tonight.
Last 2 questions, please. Hey, Coach.
Hi, Ray.
Hey. Ray Holbert from POWCAST Sports. Coach, this happens once every generation, but now we're seeing Junmar Pahato and Greg Slaughter playing in one team. As a coach, how significant this is for you?
Well, I think it's significant for the overall Gilas program. You know, if you can get a guy that's 6'10" and a guy that's 7 feet on your team, and they can develop over time and create chemistry between themselves, back each other up if necessary, and play alongside each other, then that's a weapon that you can use, throughout, the Asian region and even the European and World Championship region. You can't teach, as they say, you can't teach height, and we haven't always had these guys like this that can go out and compete with other 7-footers. That's always been our problem. So that's why I felt it was so important to put Greg on the team, because we needed him to be on there to test him, to see if he can play at this level, to see if he can perform and more importantly develop and grow as a player. Because if he can, that's a big weapon. Now we don't need a 6'10" or 6'11" import. We can maybe get a 6'7", 6'6", import naturalized player who can be a lot more versatile for us. Gives us more options anyway to have the two big guys there.
Last question.
Coach Tim, Kristen Carr from Researchers. You said you have scouted your opponents. Which team do you find most dangerous at the moment?
Well, through the results, I think that Thailand looks really good. They beat a very good Indonesian team that's really well coached, and they disrupted in what they wanted to do. Raiko Toramon's a great coach, and their teams are very disciplined, but Thailand was able to take them out of their discipline. So they looked very good, very strong, and that's a team that we expect to see at the end. Vietnam, again, we didn't know much about Vietnam, but they've got, like I said, 6 or 7 players that are really good athletes and really know the game. Apparently have played in the United States. So, they've been raised in that kind of basketball, and they're bringing it to Vietnam. So we think they're going to be very, very tough. So basically, at this point, those two teams, Indonesia is also another team. We don't know much about Malaysia, but Malaysia is in the other bracket. But we have Vietnam and Myanmar right now. So our big focus right now is Vietnam. We play them in 2 days. We're going to try to get ready for them.
Okay, so with that, we want to thank Sir Coach. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
POWCAST Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.